Welcome guys to another Minecraft tutorial. Today we're going to be building one of the fastest slime farms, which also gets you XP at a ridiculously fast rate. The materials you see on screen and 48 glass is all you require to build the farm. Note that the building block you should use should not be one of the stone variants, as it can get infested by the silverfish. The ideal sort for this farm is also shown in the material list. You will also require an allay, as it is one of the only mobs that has the capacity to heal before it takes even more damage. To start out, dig out an 8x5 area which is 1 block deep. Then place a temporary block 1 block from the edge on one of the shorter side. Place 2 blocks on top and then a campfire on the bottom one. Surround the campfire with 2 blocks tall on 2 sides and leave one of the longer sides open for the dispenser. Then, in line with the campfire, place 2 temporary blocks on the open side and place a dispenser pointing into the campfire. Finally, place a block on top and on the back side of the dispenser. Double check your work to make sure it looks exactly like the picture and then break the temporary block. Now is a good time to bring in your allay, as I'll make sure that the 5-minute waiting time we need to breed the total 16 allays you need is spent alongside you build the farm, so you do not need to wait for it to run. Get the allay, cover up the last side of the campfire as shown, give it a junk item and then proceed to throw it into the campfire. When it gets in, cover the campfire up with the slab. To breed the allays, a jukebox and a music disc, and then simply right click it with an amethyst shard for it to duplicate. Note that each time after you breed the allay, make sure to give the second duplicated allay a dirt block so that it doesn't despawn. Now break the jukebox and surround the farm with glass, except leaving it open on the opposite narrow side of our setup. Now get your water buckets and cover the narrow side which has our setup with water blocks. Note that all of these should be source blocks and watch the water flow down till the last. Now make your way out of the farm and place the redstone dust and button like shown. Now make your way into the water and dig and extend the area by 5 blocks. Dig it out 1 block deeper. Extend the area on both of the sides by 2 blocks. And then dig down the entire area by 2 blocks. I sincerely apologize for the redstone torches, as they were there from a previous test. We will place them later on. Now choose one of the sides and dig out one more block at the deepest layer. Extend the area as shown and then place chests and hoppers so that the hoppers align with the edge block like shown. Now dig a 2 blocks deep 1 block hole at the places shown in the video. Place redstone torches on the deepest block and then cover them up. This will be useful to power the power rails for the Hopper minecart collection system. Now make the rail pattern exactly as shown in the tutorial. Make sure the powered rails are on the blocks below which the redstone torches are placed. Finally, set up a hopper minecart on one of the rails and push it in the direction of the chest, exactly as shown in the tutorial. Make your way back up into the farm and then place the blocks directly on top of our setup, such that the water flows into 1 block deep territory, and then finally cover the farm up with glass as shown in the video. Now place a temporary block on the side, and with your building blocks, place a roof over the farm. Make sure that the glass blocks remain open to air on all of the sides. And so does the last flowing water block. Finally, count 2 blocks from the edge and break the block directly in the middle. Count 3 blocks from there and break another block. Make sure that this block is also 2 blocks away from the edge, and place a temporary block in its place and make your way down. Crouch down and place a dispenser on each of these temporary blocks, making sure that it is pointing downwards. Finally, break the temporary blocks and place a redstone line exactly as shown, with a button on the edge. Make your way down and dig 1 more block out on the longer side. Then till the dirt. If the dirt is not present and stone, kindly break it and place dirt and till it. Then dig out 2 more blocks behind the dirt path and make your way out. On the corner of the glass block, dig 2 more blocks down and a few blocks forward to find the area you dug out. Dig 1 more block down and then place a layer of blocks on top. This is the killing chamber ready. After you're done, dig a small staircase out to make your way in and out of the farm. Now it is time to breed our allays again. If you're having trouble identifying how many allays are in the farm, you can use the trick to turn your render distance down to 2 chunks and then looking at the mob cap that I've underlined in the F3 menu. Make sure after you have bred the allays with the amethyst to spam dirt blocks so that each one of them gets tamed and does not waste the amethyst that you have in your hand. And then make your way into the chest collection system. Now it is time to brew the potions that are required for this farm. The materials given are what you will require to run the farm at least 6 times, which is more than enough for any survival world. To start off with, place another ward and blaze powder and water bottles. After the awkward potions are made, place a slime block for the oozing potions that we'll require and a stone block for the infestation potion. After which, place 1 piece of gunpowder in each of the brewing stands for them to be splash potion. Now collect the 2 batches of potion and then place the infestation potions, which have a grey color, into the dispenser that is closest to the allays. And finally, breed the allays for one last time. This will get you about 16 allays in the farm, which is more than enough. However, if the farm from going to a rate from 40 XP per use to 50 XP, you can get up to 22 allays in the farm. However, it will lead to more lag. So for most computer's sake, I will recommend that 16 allays is more than enough for the rates required. Now make your way back to the 2 dispensers on top of the roof and place 3 of the oozing green potions on top of them. A common issue with allay XP farms is that the allays die after a while. After many testing, I have figured out that this is because allays have a bug in which they take damage and die when they are in lazy chunks. To prevent this, we will build a simple chunk loader which is added in the 1.20.2 update to ensure that you do not need to get allays for more than one time. To build it, the materials were 2 water buckets, a soul sand, and ender pearl. Dig 8 blocks down, place a soul sand, and make sure that all the water blocks are source blocks. To achieve this, you can place a soul sand down at the 8th block and then cover it up with dirt. Going 2 blocks down, you can place water in each of them until you have completely filled the farm up, the chamber up with water source blocks. Or you can use kelp by placing a water source block on the top and then filling it up. However, I've used the most beginner-friendly approach, as kelp is not nearly accessible to every world. After you have finished the chamber, you should just shoot up, and if it doesn't, that means one of the water blocks is not a source. Place an ender pearl down in the sage's chamber so that it floats up to the top. Now the farm is complete. We can do a test run. To start the farm, place the button that is the nearest to the dispenser in the alley. This will try infested portion. Now, wait for 3 minutes until the chamber is completely filled up with the allay. Make sure that you are not visible to allays in any shape of the farm. Note that mobs can't see through glass, and thus you should stand in the back side of the farm, exactly as I've shown. Now, after the silverfish have stopped spawning from the allays, press the button that will release the 2 dispensers. This will give the oozing effect to the allays, which will spawn slime when we kill them, giving us the slime and XP farm. This is quite a unique idea. I know, a first from me, as I have never seen a combination of this farm that is so efficient, as either you get only XP or only slime. Now, make your way into the killing chamber and just start swinging. The hopper minecart collection system will do the rest. Some of the slime will also get collected in your inventory. You can see the produce and XP. The XP is not 50 levels, as I have not upgraded the version to 22 allays to prevent lag. Finally, I would like to thank you guys for making it to the end. A like and a subscribe would be definitely appreciated, as a farm like this took me a week to build. And YouTube thinks that you like these videos, so please make sure to give them a visit.